The good news is Terra Luna Classic's price is maintaining that level of support. Even though it's down today, it's maintaining that level of support around 12,000 points per coin, which is excellent to see. And I know it's floating up and down above it and below it. Think about it like somebody bobbing up and down above and below the water line. They haven't yet sunk down to the bottom, so they're absolutely maintaining, but things aren't looking necessarily good as a technical analysis standpoint. We do have some more good news, though, and that's the fact that we've got a lot of proposals flowing in Terra Luna Classic's, I guess, ecosystem, validators, delegators. They are voting in order to direct the future of the blockchain. So let's talk about the 3 proposals that are out there, whether they're getting yes votes, no votes, abstentions, and so on. So if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. Let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. I'm here to make 2024 the best year ever. If you haven't clicked on that, or if you haven't clicked that subscribe button, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join us, become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. Now, look, if you guys are brand new to investing, you don't know how or where to buy stocks and crypto, you got a link in the description below for Webull. It is super simple to set up your account. Any deposit, you guys are getting at least 6 free stocks, up to 12 free stocks, and you're going to be earning 5% on your cash balances. You don't have to buy a single share of anything, and you're getting that 5%. If you guys want cryptocurrency exclusive exchanges where you can buy, sell, trade, short, leverage, all that good stuff, you get KuCoin and Binance down there. Now, KuCoin and Binance, they offer rewards for the more active traders, so the more you trade, the more you're going to earn. But please be aware, if you're holding on those exchanges, it is going to be considered a loan to those exchanges. So if you want to mitigate that risk and make it your asset, you need to look at a cold storage or DeFi wallet. And finally, I want to say thank you to everybody going out there, grabbing that bro merch off Amazon. I know you guys are loving it because you're leaving very nice reviews. So I do want to say thank you to everybody. And if you're not wearing the bro logo, I don't know what you're doing, guys. Go out there and grab your new favorite hoodie. I mean, they are really nice quality. But let's discuss a few things here. We got to look at the technicals first, and then we're going to look at the so-called fundamentals and the future direction of the Terra Luna Classic blockchain. So, over the last couple of weeks, after Terra Luna Classic had ripped up from about 6,000 points per coin, all the way to near 30,000 points per coin, we have seen a very steep decline. Week number 1, we were back down to around, what is this here, 17,000 points per coin, 15,000 points per coin, 14,000 points per coin, and now this week we are testing that 12,000 point per coin level. So it does seem as though the pressure is continuing to the downside at the moment, and the good news is we are at that support line. The bad news is they are trying to beat us down through that support line. So now that we know that the price is trying its best to maintain and hold steady there, let's discuss 3 proposals that are out there. Number 1 is a signaling proposal to investigate EVM functionality. Number 2, limited burn tax. This one's getting destroyed in terms of no votes, and I really don't even know if it's that bad of an idea. Restore validator list to 130 validators is the 3rd and final proposal there. Now, I want to spend a little bit more time on this signal proposal in this video, so I'm going to check out the other ones real quick and just give you a brief idea of where they are. So, the limited burn tax, it's not going to be over. It was submitted on January 9th, and it's not going to be over until January 18th, but it currently has 87.75% no votes and 12 no with veto. So, everybody's voting no. There's 0.22% yes votes. And this proposal is to implement a burn tax for the next 90 days that would see Terra Luna Classic burns at 3% and USTC burns at 2%. Following 90 days after that, we would see Terra Luna Classic burns at 1.5% and USTC burns at 1%. In that time, the community can decide after the 180 days what is the best tax for Terra Luna Classic's ecosystem. I mean, look, guys, if you go look at the data, right, and I know that people were very excited about Terra Luna Classic after the downfall, but there's no benefit to the lower tax. There was literally no tangible benefit to the lower tax that we had on there. So, I don't know. Everybody's voting no on that one. I want to know what you guys think about it down in the comments. I think that these taxes would be fine. Now, the next one is the validator list, restoring it back to 130 validators. I'm not going to read through the entirety. It's pretty self-explanatory, 130 validators. 80% yes votes, 14% no votes, 4% no with veto, and 1.04% voting to abstain. But only 121 billion Terra Luna Classic has been voted for so far, so it has not yet met quorum, and therefore it is not passing. Let's spend a couple minutes on this one. So I'm not going to read through this one in its entirety. It is a rather long one, but let's just go over and see what this says here. It says, technical, to do this, we look to open up the Terra platform to EVM, also known as the Ethereum Virtual Machine. EVM has been the gold standard for blockchain development since 2013 and has over 910 separate blockchains under its umbrella. This will give the Terra Luna Classic, the potential to become compliant and with new and emerging technologies like optimistic transactions, where Terra Classic does not need to send direct security information on each transaction, and rollups, which allow significantly more transactions to be processed at once, dramatically increasing the processing power of Terra Classic. Further, this would allow Terra Classic to use Solidity, a blockchain-compliant programming language commonly used on EVM chains, and targetable via Ether, Solk, and Solidity off-chain compiler, or Remix-IDE, the most widely used development environment for blockchain and digital assets. So, yes, I don't know those programming languages. I don't know how many new developers that could potentially bring into the Terra Luna Classic blockchain and so on, but it sounds good, right? If this is the gold standard of blockchain development, this is something that we should consider, right? Now, I'm not going to go through and read through all of this right here and get a little bit more technical on it, but it says if this proposal is to pass, according to the proposal 11889 pay per job and governance rule job list, it will then be added to the Terra Luna Classic's backlog of jobs list for developers or teams of developers to step forward and bid on the work's completion. Any team or group of developers must then go through the governance process and seek approval to complete the work via a governance decision. If it is not this proposal's purpose to decide upon a specific chain or repo to fork and merge into the TerraRad, simply that we as a community are wanting to take Terra Classic in this direction and are willing to fund EVM development. And then, of course, the full proposal is out there on Commonwealth if you guys would like to read through even more. 62% yes votes, 18% no votes, 0.28 no with veto, and 18.8 voting to abstain. Right now, we have 434 billion Terra Luna Classic voted for. Right now, the proposal is passing. So, unless all nodes comes in and votes no on this proposal here, it does seem as though this is going to be added to the job list. And then, of course, afterwards, we're going to be able to see how much these people want in order to do this, and whether or not the Terra Luna Classic community is willing to pay for that work to be done. So let me know what you guys think about these three proposals for Terra Luna Classic out there. And of course, if that button right there is still red, make sure to click it. Subscribe to the channel. Join us. Become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. ClayBro 883 everywhere. 6 to 12 free stocks on Webull, KuCoin, and Binance, free Discord. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day. Let's get started.